Content is the foundation. We have created a comprehensive educational content for various fields of vocational education teaching, starting from the levels 1 and up. It is created using the latest methodology in education, such as Bloom's taxonomy, EC-VET system, European qualification framework, embedding of key skills into vocational education, to mention a few. Hence, we now have complete course guides, integrated schemes of work, self-containing teaching material, and guides for both teachers and students. This content can be delivered in both formal and informal ways, from an old-fashioned teaching to the most advanced ones. Our pioneering application is represented by the symbolism of a tree. As the tree grows and spreads its crown, so will your knowledge grow to your benefit. Our tree is there to help you better understand and navigate through modern and dynamic learning content, teaching activities, or personalized practice. It puts you in the center of teaching. Its dynamic nature allows various views to the content, whether you are a student, a teacher, a mentor, or staff. Being a student, you can access teaching material, teaching resources, self-study topics and assessments, communicate with peers, teachers, and mentors. A customized view on the cTree places you in the center of learning, with the teachers, mentors, content, and resources being there just for you. Being a teacher, you can access and edit teaching material, customize teaching plans, customize assessments, engage resources, organize large or small groups of students, tutor each and every student accurately, communicate with other participants through your view to the content. Being a mentor, you can access teaching material, adapt teaching plans, fully engage resources for practical teaching, and guide every single student through practical study topics, customize practical assessments through your view to the content. Many views on the knowledge are integrated into one cTree. One cTree, one unit. Enough units, a course certificate. Collaborate for better results. Rooted in the European qualifications framework as the most comprehensive translation device to make national qualifications more readable across Europe, promoting workers' and learners' mobility between countries and facilitating their lifelong learning, our cTree blends traditional guided teaching, self-learning, and lifelong learning content into a study that enables efficient augmentation by targeted practice within school workshops and at partner company. The two pillars support an overarching lifelong teaching management concept. Teacher has full approach to an extensive set of short lessons developed by key experts in their fields to be used either as guided teaching content or as self-study content. With a specific competence in mind, teacher customizes the content for a classroom, for a small group, or for a single student, offering their very own cTree view or window to the content and the scheme of work roadmap. The teacher can't go wrong this time. There is a modern methodology background, and Bloom's taxonomy is present in every minute of the content, in every slide, in every assessment criteria. The teaching skills are then needed more into understanding what each and every student needs to learn, what are their personal strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats, rather than how to deliver a complete content. That way, almost no time will be lost in unnecessary teaching, sometimes even leaving the most important topics uncovered. Through such adaptive teaching, student is getting equipped with the knowledge and skills required to step into controlled practice, at first in educational workshops, later in more demanding workshops in factories. And here is another good thing. Our system allows the students of the same class to attend different practices according to their future interests and commitments, while achieving the same competence in accordance to the European qualifications framework. Such an open approach to lifelong learning content yields many benefits to all. Teacher role becomes less and less narrative while more and more coaching. Teacher starts guiding the students from what they are to where they want to be, using modern content, modern resources, and efficient collaboration of all stakeholders. This is the best way to optimize teaching efforts and deliver instructions exactly where and when it is needed. Student is placed for the first time at the center of activities. Using our innovative teaching management system, student is supported to take an active role in future employment from the very beginning. He or she can combine professional teaching with skillful guidance while discovering carefully planned missing links on his own. Isn't it what you will have to do all the time later, for both profession and fun? Companies are placed in the position to influence the education, to participate in it, and to prepare future workers while they are still in vocational schools. It is good to have the labour more flexible and less vulnerable to changing market demands, to new and emerging technologies, and to constantly increasing competition. Such competence-based lifelong learning education greatly improves synergy between education, labour market, and the needs of companies. An immediate improvement will be visible in the way that young graduates, empowered by actual competences, find their ways easier to competitive companies. How the collaboration within cTree teaching management system works? 3 stakeholders, the student, the teacher, and the mentor, are invisibly administered. Their immersive perception of the content, methodology, collaborative and administrative tools makes them feel truly present into the educational process from Lesson 1. The key tool, the competence tree, is a welcoming symbol of highly advanced and precise scheme that integrates the teaching content, the resources, and their relationships, all wrapped into a comprehensive package of one unit. There you will have 30 topics that can either be delivered from the first to the last one, or partly in a sequence, while selected topics can be offered to the students to discover her or his own way of getting the knowledge and competence. Similarly, it will be done later in real-life situations when they are faced with demands on new competences. The teacher is the one, along with the mentor, that knows what are the knowledge, skill, and competence descriptors behind each and every topic. Finally, assessment through the learning outcomes is transparent through the lesson integrated scheme of work plan. When creating assessments, both teacher and mentor can collaborate towards better understanding on how well the competencies are mastered. Mentor, hand in hand with teacher, creates precise and customized study plans within company's premises exactly when it is needed, with the required resources and consumables, starting with instructions and demonstration, slowly increasing complexity of tasks and decreasing level of tutoring. Finally, you can switch between the table type and the tree type interpretation whenever you like. Stay with the table if you want preciseness, go with the tree view if you are looking for the big picture. If you are a student, a tree is your place to start with. It has friendly, intuitive access to the knowledge, skills, and competences. It has roots, are important key skills needed for a solid foundation of every study unit. Those roots keep your competences rooted to the soil. Our tree has a wide trunk where all the introductory and general education topics are located. It has a rich crown, full of branches and leaves. The leaves are symbolizing the knowledge while branches are the skills. Some of the branches and leaves along with a part of the trunk are embodying competence. It changes from unit to unit, like all trees are different. Quickly, you will discover that the whole tree is made up of competences, usually 3 to 5. Pick a familiar item to start from. Carefully master more difficult ones. The fun part starts when you are navigating through the tree on your own. Pick up one leaf and associated knowledge pops up. If you like to learn about it, ask the configurator to prepare you for all the study material you can do alone. The configurator has entire expertise from the content and teacher to guide you from the first to the last step that will bring that particular knowledge to you. If you pass the quiz at the end, all the paths that steered you to the knowledge are then marked for future reference and certification. It is up to you. Choose as many unknown leaves as you can, and you will get important parts of your competence tree mastered. Then you can proceed with practice training while your mentor knows exactly what you learned, what your pace in studying was, what your results were. So mentor cannot fail in exposing you to the real-life tasks. Finally, don't get misled with natural-looking trees. Our cTree system knows that the competence tree represents the hierarchy within study topics. It starts from knowledge-based topics, followed by topics that require understanding skills and guide you towards application, judgmental and learning skills as well as competences. Some of them are ready for self-study, Some of them are guided study. You will find your way to the competences while all other stakeholders are there to help you do it in a faster and better way to the benefit of all. Wide collaboration between teachers and mentors, school administration and company management opens minds for sustainable improving of education of lifelong learning vocational education teaching. cTree, our teaching collaboration tool, brings vocational education teaching to life.